Hey, everybody, it's Scotty T, and it's your Comedy Minute. And I have an award winning writer, actor, comedian, motivational speaker, a cancer survivor. Could not be happier. Say it one more time. Happier to have Joe Yannetty here.
Yay. I
Did I
love
say
that
that
guy.
right, Joe? Joe Yannetty?
Perfect.
And Joe, now I'm not sure because I think you're on a cruise ship.
Yes.
You're in Florida. Is that one of those two, right?
I'm on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean.
Okay. Yeah, you're all over the place. But
Yeah.
you're originally from Boston.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What I want to do, Joe, because you've done so much, I want to take people from Boston from the early days when you were young.
Okay.
Did you know when you were young that you were going to be a comedian, actor, or something?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to go to Emerson College,
Okay.
and uh, I very foolishly listened to some people who told me that that wouldn't be the smartest thing to do and told me how much money I would owe when I graduated. And I was very young and had no worldly experience at all. And
Okay.
uh, and I listened to them, and I didn't go to college. And then one day I walked into a comedy club,
Okay.
and I was like, "Wow, I can do this for free."
Okay. Well, that
Meaning,
was
I thought I would have to pay to learn how to do something, but no.
so. Was there a catalyst then? It was just walking into a comedy club and you said, "Let's start doing comedy."
Well, to go all the way back,
Well, yeah,
my
that's kind
I,
of
I was my dad, even before comedy. My dad died when I was 18 years old,
and there's
and
nothing funnier than that.
well, my sister was really really sad, and I used to call her up at work and make her laugh and cheer her up.
Okay. Okay.
And one of her best friends at work, because then I start talking to her friends at work and make them laugh.
Okay.
And she was dating Mike Clark, who is Lenny Clark's brother.
Okay.
Lenny's very famous comedian in Boston,
Okay.
and and his brother Mike ran the Ding Ho Comedy Club,
Ding
which
Ho,
was
I've
a
heard of it. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with it.
a Chinese restaurant in
Yeah.
Cambridge, Massachusetts. And and she said, "You're funny. Do you know who Lenny Clark is?" And I didn't. And
Right.
she said, "You should come to a comedy show." And the first thing I noticed was all those people love that guy on stage, and I want to be that guy.
Right.
So the next week, not the next week, like that was a Saturday night, and I talked to a guy named Barry Crimmins, who was
I
one of
know the name. Yep.
yeah, he was one of my mentors, and he was the greatest guy. He was a really great political satirist. And the next, like 3 4 days later, my older brother and I grew up in a really tough neighborhood, East Boston, and my brother was one of the toughest guys in the neighborhood. And we went to an open mic night. I wanted to see what an open mic night was. And we went home, and my brother said, I beat the fuck out of a lot of people in my life, and I've had a lot of people, beat the fuck out of me, but I never back down from anybody. But if you go do that, you got more balls than I ever had. So now I had to go do it, and and
It's a
I
great
went
story.
I went back the next week, and went to open mic night, and Lenny Clark introduced me.
Did
Wednesday night was open mic night with Lenny Clark. This dude, Lenny, would put 22 comics, 25 comics on, and he'd smoke a joint in between every comic. And holy shit, man, he was I mean, packed. This place was packed, like standing room only every Wednesday. The greatest open mic night ever. And
I have to ask? Did your brother go with you that night?
no, nobody came with me that night.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I was glad that no one was there. I didn't know what it was going to be like, and I did pretty. And you know what? This is the I got heckled my first time ever on stage,
Right.
and it's just been a thing ever since. 43 years. And last night, I was on stage last night, and at least a dozen people, yelled stuff out at me. It's just people want to talk to me when I'm on stage.
I've seen it.
I could go on after 20 comics. No one would say a word. I walk on stage, go hello, and 6 people will heckle me.
Start talking. Well, so then let's keep moving forward. You were doing stand up all over the country, right?
Yeah,
You were doing really
yeah,
well, TV appearances. You were doing really good.
yeah.
And I don't want to say, but then your first wife got pregnant.
Well, that was a
Now,
decision
again,
that we made.
I'm kind of, it's a half hour show, so we got to capsulize.
Oh, okay.
But in other
All
words,
right.
so you're doing really well, and then because I want to move on to the movie, if that's okay.
All right. So really quick, I get an apartment in New
I
York.
just covered a whole lot of time, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah. No, that really. I open mics for a year. I start
Right.
getting paid. I get an apartment in New York, but then I go out to LA, and I was like, no matter how successful I get in New York, I'm gonna start at the bottom in LA again. So I just moved to LA,
Okay.
and I do a bunch of TV appearances. I'm headlining clubs all over the country, and I'm always the youngest guy on the show and the headliner. Like
Oh,
that, my early days, I was
there's a
kicking ass.
clip one on your YouTube channel, CBS. You were on CBS. Forget the name of the
Um,
show.
Star Search,
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
yeah, Star. I beat Drew Carey on Star Search.
No shit.
Yeah, I beat Drew Carey, and then a good friend of mine, Mike Dugan, who's passed
Wow.
away. Mike Dugan beat me the next episode.
Okay.
So, and I was such a prick. Drew Carey came out, and I said, "Hey, man, that's a nice suit to lose in." So I
Oh,
never did his fucking TV show.
I bet. I bet.
So
Anyway,
then
keep going. Keep going.
I,
Take it.
I,
You
I
keep
get,
going.
I get married, and my wife wants to have a baby, and I bought her a book on what a woman's body goes through to make room for the baby, and it was so interesting that I didn't want to miss any of it. I read the book, and I was buying a car, and the salesman at the dealership was so fucking stupid that I thought, I wonder if I can get a job here.
Kind of like
And
comedy. You were like,
yeah,
okay,
and
I can do this.
the guy's like, what have you been doing? I go, I'm a comedian. He goes, yeah, but what do you do for a living? I go, I'm a comedian. He goes, when's the last time you had a job? I said, 10 years ago. He goes, you're a comedian? I go, yes. He goes, make me laugh and I'll give you a job. So I made him laugh and he gave me a job.
Do you remember what you said
And
to him? Do you remember what you said?
I just told him, sorry, I just told him like a street joke.
Okay, whatever. So, all right, you
So,
don't remember. Okay,
yeah.
so that
Well,
keep going because
actually, what I probably said was, when people come up to me, this is an old thing. People go, make me laugh. I go, you're a good looking guy. I probably said that. So,
that is good.
so, and so he gave me a job, and I used to incite fights. Dude, I was working with a Jewish guy from Israel, a Christian guy from Egypt. My boss was a Muslim from Iran. I had my best friend was from Afghanistan. I had all these different people from LA, the Mexican dude from LA, this young kid, and I would just start asking questions about religion and stuff like that. And then I would go home, and my buddy Roger Nygaard would tell me, you got to write this down. And so I wrote a one-man show about how did I go from a showroom in Atlantic City to the next week a Chrysler showroom in Southern California. And he picked out all the parts about car sales, and he said, we can make a movie about this. So I wrote the script. I actually moved back to Boston, and in 1 year, Rosie O'Donnell hired me to be a writer on her show. I was the first person fired from the Rosie O'Donnell show, and I went home and got a job on morning radio in Boston. I got fired from that, and then my wife threw me out, and I got fired from everything. And then Roger called and said, we have the financing to make the movie.
And
So
the movie's called Suckers, right?
suckers, and
Yeah,
it's the most realistic portrayal of car salesman ever made.
yeah,
And like these guys hated each other, Muslims, Christians, like Catholic guys. Like the I'm pretty sure the Mexican kid from LA was Catholic. I grew up Catholic, but if the Mexican kid was selling a car to a guy who was like a Muslim from Iran, he would go get one of the Iranians to sell the car, and then you split the deal. So everybody was best friends when they were making
right,
some
right,
money
right, right.
together. And then the customer left with the car, and everyone went back to hating each other.
Did
The
you
most
enjoy?
racist people I've ever met in my life.
I did you enjoy that part of it or doing stand up more?
Nothing in my life has ever been more enjoyable than stand up.
Okay, because you've been in some other television and video stuff. I want to move on as far as when did you start doing cruise ships?
So I did a few cruise ships before my daughter was born, and
Okay.
and like I did a
So
couple, and
let me
I
ask you,
hated
how
it.
long ago was that before your daughter was born? Was it when cruise
Oh,
ships?
my daughter was born in '94,
Okay, so you've
so
been doing cruise ships for a long time.
well, I did two ships, and I hated it,
Okay.
and I didn't go back for a long time.
Okay, so
And
now back.
yeah, well, the IRS came calling,
Okay.
and they put a levy on everyone I had ever worked for, saying like, "Don't give him his money, give it to us."
Okay.
and and an agent who had been begging me to do cruise ships called me up and said, "Do you want to work on a ship from Seattle?" I was like, "Oh, the IRS doesn't know about cruise lines." So, and I always wanted to see Puget Sound, and so I got on a ship and went to Alaska. And then I was like, okay, that was fun. But then they'd call me up and go, "Do you want to go work on a ship for 6 weeks?" And I was like, "No." And they go, "But you'll come home with this much money." And I was like, "Yes."
Yes. 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 I'll do it.
So I got out from under the IRS. My wife had decided she didn't want to be married to me anymore, and when I went to make the movie, I wasn't making any money. And then we had a deal with HBO to make a series based on the movie, and so I stayed in LA for a long. I went and sold cars again, partly to get
Good
material for this
Lord.
series, but also like I'd be selling a car to a guy, like he's buying a brand new car. He's like, "I just made a deal with Paramount," and I'm like, "Really?" I go, "How'd you get the deal?" He goes, "I made a short film." I go, "Oh, I'm a bit of a filmmaker too." He goes, "Dude, you made a short film?" I go, "No, I made a feature length film." "Oh, on video?" "No, it's on 35 millimeter film." And I'm like, why the fuck am I selling him a car?
Right, right.
Like, I've done bigger and better shit, and he's got to deal with Paramount, and I'm selling Toyotas in Santa Monica.
I got to tell you, you now, when I see your Facebook posts and stuff, you are living, at least it seems, Royal Caribbean, and the stuff that you post is absolutely amazing.
Oh, thanks,
You've
man.
been all over
Thanks.
the world. You've been all over the world.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's unbelievable to hear that. And I didn't mean
Yes.
to give it away how far
No.
you've come, but I mean, geez, Louise.
Well, it's even worse. It's even worse than what. I mean, it wasn't. I've been married 3 times.
Yeah, yeah. Third time's a
And
charm.
no, fuck, it wasn't.
I was gonna say you get divorced again, right?
Well, we didn't get divorced. We were in the middle of a divorce, and she died.
I was gonna say, did he kill her?
So
Did he
no,
kill
I
her?
didn't kill her. I'll tell you, thank God. Thank God I was on a cruise ship when she died, because her family would have
Well, maybe
come after
fourth
me for
time's a
that.
charm. Maybe fourth time will be better.
Well, I just met a beautiful woman,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe.
You're on a cruise ship for you. But anyway, I wanted to ask you because again, Royal Caribbean, and I've had some people on that do cruise ships, and there's different cruise lines, and I know there's one, but you don't want to mention it because Norwegian people get upset at you, right?
Yeah. When you do 10 minutes about how a cruise line sucks in your
Oh my
special,
God.
I don't think they're gonna book me anymore.
I, I waited for it. I waited for it. And I shouldn't have done your joke, but I had to do it because no one would know what cruise ship line it was. I kept
Yeah.
sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting.
I go, no. Well, the joke I do is there's this one cruise line I hate somewhat. They suck. I'll never work for them again. And I can't tell you which one it is because then the Norwegians get all upset. And I love Norwegian people, and the Norwegians don't own that cruise line,
Right.
so
No, I know.
but I swear to God, a lot of guys say this shit, but then you go see what they're doing. It's not real. I used to work for Norwegian, and I used to do like 7 different shows a week,
Yeah.
and all original material. I would tell a street joke here and there,
Right, right, right,
but it always had something to do with what was
right.
going on in the show, and I used to have so much fun, and I mean I was living on a ship in Hawaii, and I would just call my agent and say I want to go home January 2nd, and then I'm going to come back January 23rd,
Right.
and he'd go okay, and I would come and go as I please. I would stay on the ship for months at a time. Hawaii's my favorite place in the world,
Okay, I was going to
and
ask that.
so NCL enabled me to do that, and
Well, what, and again, only because I've had a few people, Francis Di Lorenzo,
ah,
people, Lester, that do cruise
yeah,
ships. And one of my favorite descriptions, it varies from Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, that he said it's like they took a Walmart and dumped it out into a fucking cruise ship. Right? I mean, I'm serious.
well,
I'm telling
well,
you the
that's
truth.
Carnival.
Jesse Egan said that. Yeah, it
Yeah,
probably was Carnival. I don't remember which one it was,
yeah, probably Carnival.
but he said it's like they took a Walmart and just dumped it on a fucking cruise ship.
Yeah, and but you know what it is? There's different. It's not just the cruise line. Like it's the cruise line, it's the itinerary, it's the length of the cruise.
Yeah.
Because every cruise line has a certain specialty. Like Carnival, I don't like working for them for certain reasons, mainly because of the way they treat comedians.
Yeah.
But their comedy clubs are about as close as you can get to working a comedy club on land.
Okay.
So when they say it's like uh, uh, Walmart dumped on a ship, those crowds have no they're more free than you know what I mean? Like they're more because they're not pretentious at
Yeah, they're
all,
drunk. They're fucking stoned.
and they're having fun.
Yeah.
So the crowds are fantastic if
Well,
you get
I've
them.
heard about the early show and the late show, and
uh, Dude, I worked on Carnival. They used to do shows during brunch. Like people are sitting at a table and they like just get up in the middle of the restaurant and start telling jokes, and half of them don't know that was going to happen, so they're like, what? They think you're a passenger who just stood up and started yelling at people, and it was such a disaster.
let me
But
ask let me
go
ask
ahead.
you this. Because again, if people haven't realized, would you say 40 some years of, doing entertainment, on and off? Do you have a favorite memory, the movie, TV, stand up, anything? And then because I'm an asshole, least favorite.
My favorite memory, it's kind of a long story. I'll
We
I'll
have some
I'll
time. We have
I'll,
some time.
I'll try and tell it. So my friend, she's like my sister. Her name's Kathy Buckley. She's a deaf comedian. She's like the
Okay.
first ever deaf comedian. And I was working with her in Texas, and we had to live in a condo together for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And Kathy is one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
And I had never experienced someone who couldn't hear. And I assumed that everyone who was deaf was like Kathy. And I couldn't have been more wrong.
Right.
Like Kathy can carry on a conversation. She has like these space age hearing aids that she's totally deaf, and she could sit and have a conversation with people with no hearing aids, read their lips and their body language, and you would never know that she was
She was
deaf,
deaf. Yeah, right.
except but from her speech impediment would be the only indication. So working in Arlington, Texas, this is my favorite stand-up time of my life moment.
Sure. That's what I asked
And
for.
there's a woman on stage signing, translating. The middle act is terrified, just pretend she's not there. And there's a whole group of people in the middle of the audience that are deaf. And so I do my set and I'm playing with the interpreter. And then one of the deaf girls comes over and she's saying things to me and she has a really thick speech impediment. And I'm thinking she can understand me as easily as Kathy. And it turns into this what with the interpreter and the girl and me. And the girl goes, wait a minute. And she reaches in her bag and hands me something. I go, what is this? And she goes, a fucking hearing aid. So,
Are you serious?
yeah, yeah. So she goes back and we're having a blast. And and during the show, the deaf people are doing this. And I've never seen this before.
Clapping.
And
They're clapping.
so Kathy's in the back of the crowd. I go, Kathy, why are they doing this? And she goes, because this don't mean shit to a deaf person.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. She goes, they're clapping for you.
Yeah.
I said, all right. So at the end of the show, dude, I wish I could remember what I said. It was the coolest thing I've ever said on stage. But it was something to the effect of, I've done shows in hospitals, I've done
Yeah, all over
benefits
the
for
world.
people, and 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 I love that these people are here
Sure.
enjoying this in the same environment that we enjoy it, to show you that they're not aliens, they're not from another planet, they're
Yeah.
not any different than us. They just have to communicate in a different way. And I love that we can enjoy this all together.
Sure.
And Kathy is the host, and she comes up on stage and she's crying.
Yeah.
And I give her a big hug, and I walk to the back of the room, and she gets to the mic and goes, did you fucking people learn anything today? And instantly, the entire audience in Arlington, Texas went like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like total silence, the biggest round of applause I've ever got in my life. Like I really felt like I had taught people something about the world, that like,
Cool.
you don't ignore these people. Don't be afraid to talk to them. They're not, they have a sense of humor just like you. They're and that's my favorite moment
Okay.
of my
Well,
career.
okay. Now I'd love to.
No, fuck it. All right. Worst?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got it. How come I didn't even have to say it? I didn't have to say it.
Worst.
This thing's on cruise control. I'll just sit back and relax.
Well, there's things I'm embarrassed about. Like one time,
Just do a couple of those. I like those.
I had all this material about the first Persian Gulf War, and it's some of the most. I'm more proud of this material, just the way I wrote it, and it was all about how the press handled and said that we were going to get our asses kicked and it was going to be another Vietnam and all this stuff, and then 100 hours and we were in Iraq. But it was never agreeing or disagreeing with the war. It was just the way the press, before we went in, told everyone we were going to get our asses kicked, and then after we kicked their ass, it was, oh, we're just playing with toys and we're a big bully. And they never, like, boy, were we wrong. Like, they never did that. And I'm in the middle of this material, and a heckler just yells out, why don't you just talk about something else? And I went off and went, oh, yeah, because this isn't fucking important. We're at war and this and that. And these people got up and left. And it was a woman whose brother had gotten killed.
Oh,
And she'd gone to the show to laugh.
Let's do another least favorite. That is nobody
least favorite.
Try one more, and then we're gonna move on. You want to talk about cancer survivor? Right? This is supposed to be a fucking
here's
comedy show.
One quick thing. This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever said on stage. Nick's Comedy Stop in Boston, where I met all three of my wives at the same comedy club.
Yeah,
So
don't go back there. Don't
yeah,
ever play there. Well,
I'm
no.
gonna I'm
Now,
gonna burn the fucking place to the ground.
if this pretty girl doesn't work you met now, go back and go for round 4.
All right, so it's New Year's Eve, and the fucking assholes handed out all the horns before the show started. And the dumbest thing I ever said is, one more of you people blow that fucking horn. 400 people.
I believe it. I believe it. I got to mention it because I watched the whole thing. The open bar special. God, is
Yeah.
that funny? I do have a question. Continued without a finding. Is
Yeah.
that the title?
Yeah.
How did you come up with that title? I watched the whole thing and I don't understand.
All right.
Pray
So,
into God. I'm telling you,
no,
I'm a
I
pretty
believe
bright
you.
guy. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but
All right.
continued without
So,
a finding.
so I had a lot of problems with my last wife. And I mean, the woman literally almost killed me. I mean, I was gonna commit suicide. I put a fucking gun in my mouth, and I ended up spending
But
a week
turns
in
out
a
she died, right? You were on a
yeah,
cruise.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I spend a week in a mental hospital, and I'm like, okay, it absolutely the most terrifying thing I've ever been through, and I become a Buddhist. 5 months later, she tries to do the same thing to me again. But now I don't lose my temper. I don't lose control.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck, I know what you're doing. And, and she started accusing me of doing some shit that I wouldn't do to my worst enemy, never mind a woman I was madly in love with. And I left her. I had retired from cruise ships because I couldn't bear to be without this woman. I loved her so much.
Oh my
But
God.
now I'm on a ship in Europe. I come back to the United States, get detained by CBP, and they're like, "You have order of protection against you." And I was like, "I don't know what that is. What does that mean?" They go, "It's a restraining order." And I said, "From who?" And they say, "My wife's name." And I'm like, "Are you shitting me? They gave a restraining order? I was in fucking Spain. She's in New Hampshire." I'm like, no one asked, like, where is he? I haven't talked to, emailed, texted this woman in so long. So then I find out that was in New Hampshire. She got a restraining order. In Massachusetts, she filed assault charges against me for shit that never happened. Like, it never happened. So there's a really famous trial in Massachusetts, the Karen Reed trial. I don't know if
I
you ever
know.
heard of it.
I'm familiar. She got off.
Yeah, twice. Found
But
not
yeah,
guilty.
killed her husband, backed over him, and they said, and she got off.
Yeah.
Police, dirty police.
Yeah, yeah. It was her boyfriend, and
Yeah,
and
whatever. Yeah.
and he was a cop. So the lawyer that defended her is the most brilliant lawyer in the world.
Alan
And
Jackson or something, right?
no, my cousin David Yannetty, who hired Alan Jackson.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So my cousin had to defend me against my wife.
Are you Jesus
So
Christ.
I did it. It's called, what you do is you're admitting that it's possible that there's enough evidence that you could be convicted. So I didn't know that
This fucking thing.
her testimony is evidence, and it was all lies.
This whole
But
thing.
she was
This,
really good at it, and she
this
could
thing.
have convinced a jury. So I couldn't take that chance. So the deal I made is called continued without a finding. And
Oh,
and and I had,
that's horrid.
yeah, well, we had gone to court, and the judge, thank God, didn't believe a word she said.
Oh,
She
thank God.
went nuts in the courtroom, like screaming, yelling, like you would think I was the fucking
We have to
devil
get that
reincarnated.
footage. We have to get that footage.
No, no, no,
Somehow I
please
want to
don't.
get that footage and add it onto this
No,
interview.
no, fuck that. No, please don't do that.
Oh, I
That
have to. I have to
oh
now. I have to
shit.
at least put a little
No,
clip
there's
in.
there's no footage of that.
I
Thank
gotta
God there were
find it.
no,
I'm gonna find it.
no, because some people will believe her shit.
Well, let's lighten it up. We only got a few
No,
minutes.
wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
So I filmed the special in May. We go to court in November, and the judge doesn't believe anything she says and gives me the deal.
Right.
So 2 months later, in January, my special comes out. They call me up and go, "What do you want to name it?" And I say,
it.
"Continued without a finding," because it's also my life continues without finding true love once again. And I really
Oh,
looked at
no.
it that way. My life continues. I haven't found true love. I will
Me
someday.
too, brother. Me too.
Yeah.
You're
So
Hey, and you
this
know what? Hold it. Hold it. I just remembered this. At the same time, we're going to tell each other your birthday. Are you ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. August
August
17th.
17th. We have the same birthday?
We have the same birthday.
Nice.
I saw
Leo.
that on Facebook. I said, that can't be right. August 17th is my birthday.
Yes,
And
mine too.
I haven't found love either.
No.
I'm only divorced
Well,
once.
well,
I'm
here's
only
the thing.
divorced once. Okay.
The special comes out, and I was pissed off. Like
Oh, I bet.
I was so devoted to this woman, and the things that she did to
Oh,
me
again, you're preaching to
drove
the
me nuts. So
choir.
now I write all this material about what she had done to me, and I put it in the special.
Yeah, I've seen
You know,
this of it.
and the joke about she was going through menopause and threw me out of the house thinking it was going to upset me.
Fuck.
So the special comes out August 2nd, and she dies
Oh
10
my
days later, 9 days later.
Jesus Christ.
So now her family, I'm sure her family watched the
You
special,
can't make
and
this shit
and it's
up.
me. I called him up. I was like, "Dude, can you edit this shit out of my special?" Because I felt really bad. Like I love this woman right now as much as I did the day
I
I married
believe
her.
you. I believe you.
But
Let's do a couple quick ones, okay? Couple
sure,
quick ones. Favorite food?
pasta,
In other words, last meal. In other words, for me, lobster. I want to,
pizza.
where's last meal, they say, Joe, this is it.
My last meal.
Yeah.
Well, it would just have
Somebody,
to
by
be
the way,
pasta.
somebody told me endless shrimp. That way you can just keep eating. Just get, just get endless.
I'm not done yet.
Exactly. It's just a thought. Because I started asking this question. That's the best one I've heard so far.
No,
Favorite food?
no, Italian
Pasta.
food. It would have to be
Yeah, you're
pasta,
Italian.
but
Favorite tea?
depending, it would have to be cooked by the greatest Italian chef.
And what with the pasta or just just meatballs,
Anything, and
shrimp,
ziti, spaghetti.
nothing. Okay.
No, just the tomato sauce or meat sauce
Favorite
or
TV.
pizza. Pizza cooked
Pizza.
by
Oh, now he wants pizza.
Vito Iacopelli.
Favorite TV show.
Oh man, I don't. Uh shit. I know what it is. It's Deadwood.
Deadwood. Okay. For me, it would be All in the Family, probably.
Yeah,
Favorite movie.
The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride for that genre, but Tombstone for
Okay. Really.
Western. Dude, Val Kilmer. No one's ever been more fucked out of an Oscar than Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday.
Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights is my favorite movie.
Yeah, it's a good
Love it.
movie.
Favorite
Funny.
movie. Well, we got to say goodbye, but before we go, I got to.
No. Okay, go
Oh, we
ahead.
can do round two, but somebody fucked
We
around.
didn't even talk about cancer.
Somebody fucked around. We were supposed
Yeah,
to start a lot earlier, weren't we?
I know. My
Fucked around and
fault.
found out, didn't you?
Yeah,
Got to
dude,
thank Lester Bibbs. I got to thank Lester Bibbs.
I love Lester, but I
I
got
love
on the
Lester.
ship yesterday, and I've been
He set this up. It's taken a long time to get here for us to get together.
yeah.
Maybe I'll do another one with you. I don't know.
When you sent me the link, I was gonna be. I
I
will
don't give
forget.
a shit.
I
Time is
will
up.
forget. You have to remind me the day of the show, and I
I got to
and I didn't
remind.
do it.
Yeah, it's what is it? What's the title of it again? Continued
Continued
without
without
a
a finding.
finding. That's like this. That'll be the. Hey, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. When I put it up, I'm going to put continued without a finding. We haven't found out shit yet. We got a long way to go.
I'll come on anytime you want. You just have to remind me
I
2 hours
enjoyed it.
before.
I enjoyed it. Let's see how much time. I think we only have another minute or two. I'll tell you
All
what I'll
right.
say. I'll say your comedy minute, Joe Yannetty, and you say whatever you want to say for another minute or so, okay?
All right.
Your comedy minute, Joe Yannetty. Go ahead.
I am an Italian guy who grew up in the inner city, who's been married 3 times, became a Buddhist, and learned how to enjoy my life at 63 years old. I'm having more fun than ever.
And we have the
Eh,
same birthday, and I'm
yes.
63 as well.
You're going to be 64? We born the same
August
fucking
17th.
day?
Yeah, August 17th, I'll be 64.
62. You were born in 62.
1962.
Holy shit, dude. We were born on the same exact day. Fuck, I would have showed up on time if I had known that.
Well, boy, look at the time. We got to go now.
All right, brother.
That's no lie. What time? How much time do we have? I don't know how much time we have. We have another minute and a half. Do you have anything else?
Oh, I thought we were done.
I'm
No,
just looking at the time and it's just going to cut off.
no.
Go
You know
ahead.
what? I'm just. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. I am happier than I've ever been in my
Yeah, me
life,
too.
and I have overcome so much.
Yeah.
Three
And we didn't
wives.
do it, but you cancer survivor, Lester's cancer survivor. I mean, and that's what
Yeah,
you do a whole bit on that. That's hilarious.
yeah.
A
Oh, dude,
comedy.
I'm not supposed to be here. And I'll tell you this too. Without Obamacare, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Obamacare saved my life.
Well, is
Paid
it
for the.
true? Is it true you're supposed to put a condom on your tongue?
Yes, yes.
Eating pussy, bad pussy.
It wasn't bad pussy. I mean, the doctor told me it could have been in my blood since I was 18 years old, but I blame my second wife.
That's what I heard. I fell out. I said,